that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad?
Coach, for my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington Redskins. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Bud Dupree. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll drop to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
He's crossing. He's checking cross. Go. You. 22, jet, over. 22, jet, over.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Tighten up. Swing over. Check 25. He's coming. We got enough.
They'll drop to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Check three. Rush in. Rush. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Slam. Check. Crunch.
Now Haskins on 1st down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins, that's complete to his tight end Sprinkle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a toss. This is Geis. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout.
Check the backer. Watch the safety.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Hey, switch gears. Tight go.
Back to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Number 53, Mike 53. Coming to you, coming to you. Watch the
Play action. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they're facing a very tough 3rd and 11. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's Haskins. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now this time he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can...
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Robert Quinn. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 56 to Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins, the throw taken in by Sims. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims, 83 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. He's at the 30, 10, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, 83 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And then he's caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
Check hot route. Hot, hot. 54 Mike. We don't want this. Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming for you, son.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. He gets it to Sims. Complete. 20. 10. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr. with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way. On touchdown.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tap.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Tight end right, tight end, go. Everyone, we got 4 down. Go. 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike.
Now it's Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
I got 15. I got him. Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right? Go, go, go. Watch 15. Mike 15.
In your face.
Joker, 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 Joker. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll set up a throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 6. And this is caught by Evans. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They're going to look to throw. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Switch. Hey, watch that. Check 43. Hustle. 19, Mike 19.
He'll look to throw. He's got Evans. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Check 4. Under 10.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He completes it to Evans. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
15's the mic. 15's the mic. I got 15. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Bang, 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 bang. Okay. 36, 36. Back.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, but it'll be second and goal.
Now second and goal from the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Choose the mic. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check 13. Check 13. Squeeze. Alert 3.
Here's a second and 7. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. But now it's third and goal.
It's third down and goal at the 7-yard line.
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here.
Check nickel. Check
Looking to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. That one good for 26 and a first down.
A gain of 26 yards.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, it's Haskins. And that's complete. It's Sims. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
45 the mic. 45 the mic. It's a party now.
Now it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Looking to throw, Haskins. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Check. Deuce. He's coming. Double up. 64. Wait. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
A toss right to Geis. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys have now moved out in front.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Watch the slant. Check 15. Check.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
Twist. Check 31. Check 31.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now back to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll drop the throw. And he's going to go down again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Haskins and the Redskins come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is Geis, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Yeah, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Man out. Mike 56.
On second down, here's Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Redskins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, now Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 47 yards.
Washington Redskins, first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10.
Hey, turn it up. Switch. Undercrunch. Jam. Watch the ship. Straight.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hatchet. Switch. Let's go. 5 off.
Geis trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 50 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Watch the team. Watch the team. You must be true. Slam, slam, slam. Spine. No. 49. Check 49.
2nd and 13. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
54. Mike 54.
To try again after the sack. Haskins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 26, check 26. SOS. He's crashing.
They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
On 1st down, Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On 2nd down now, it's Howard. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And counting the defense here, the Redskins have 6 defensive backs out there.
Tighten up.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. This would put them in the NFC title game. And he got it. The kick is good. He splits the uprights. And in doing so, he sends them to the NFC title game. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part one, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play well, you get a bad matchup where that team just